Alright guys, so there you have it, the latest episode of The Walking Dead. Of course, good as always. It was a bit slow, as I kind of knew it was going to be, setting up, getting into this situation. As you saw in my reaction when they first went to the base, it was a little different. I do like the way how it's a little different than the way it went down. If I remember correctly, the way it went down in the comics, I'm pretty sure it was quite different. But I kind of like that little twist at the end. That was really nice. Carol and Maggie got caught. Of course, you know, we're always wondering what's going to happen next. Anything else that really pointed out strongly? I was very surprised that we didn't actually lose anybody, the group so much. I'm very curious. So we have a few elements in the sense of the Hilltop people drove back home or started headed back. That might have a play into something next week. Carol and Maggie, and so I got a little confused about the Abraham situation, but I guess he was just straight leaving Rosita and fell in love with Sasha, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it has a lot to do with their views on the world as it is right now. The thing I think we're gonna do is, okay, sorry, I can barely talk right now. Drunk. Let's go into the question of the video. All right. So there was something that I noticed that was very evident, and it's been evident within the actual show. Morgan and Rick, their sort of situations and their views upon the world, but more now in this particular episode, in the last couple of episodes, it's been shifting in terms of showing Carol and Morgan, and showing like how, in a sense, Carol and Morgan actually sort of cherish life and are interested in life and like their past lives, and like, you know, just Carol has kind of a different approach to it, and Morgan is totally like a pacifist, whereas I think Carol is thinking more about like motherhood, and like that was the thing with Maggie, that situation. God damn, if one of them dies, that's gonna be something else, I think. It's very creative the way that they're kind of plotting this out or writing this out, where they're making it seem like it's a lot of characters are up to go, like ready to go, basically. Just like it's actually getting well written. But what I wanted to ask of you guys is, I guess my question of the video is going to be, can you explain to me more about Morgan and Carol's position, because they focused a lot on Morgan, even though he didn't do anything in this show, and it's harder for me. I notice it's harder for me to empathize with him, because I don't really feel that way. I'm more with Rick, and even though it sucks, it's lots of shades of gray, and it's like, you know, you got to do bad things in order to preserve yourself or so. And I'm just trying to understand Morgan and Carol a little bit more, because of the fact that the show is focusing on that. Like, what do you feel like? Can you relate to them? Can you relate to their feelings? Can you understand what the writers are trying to show us with Morgan and his situation? I think that would actually leads into a very good discussion on this channel, as we always do. So there's something else I was gonna ask you guys, tell you guys about. I did like the Jesus coming in. A lot of character development in this episode. It just seems like this was actually fairly well written, even though not much happened except that one thing. But it could have been a lot worse. I actually thought we were going to get an entire episode of them just talking and having a meeting and then finally about to head out. So well done. Can't wait till next week. All right, guys. Almost up there to 70,000K here. And then the road to 100,000 continues. All right. Thank you, everybody. Like, share, subscribe. And by the way, thank you also to The Walking Dead on Twitter. I've been talking with them. Hopefully this reaction will be okay. If you guys have noticed the last couple of weeks, my reaction goes up for like a week and then it ends up getting blocked in certain countries. And so I've been talking with The Walking Dead people and just trying to see what's the best way we could kind of get the... because I kind of know where it's coming from, but why with the certain bots, but hopefully this one will be okay without sacrificing the important parts of the reaction or review. If not, I'll try something else, all right? Take care, guys. See you guys next week. Zoom just came in there! Now that's power.